Alrighty, so happy June, everybody. It's the beginning of the month, so I'm gonna go ahead and do our garden tour today. So we're gonna start off with our chili piquin, which you see right here. This plant, I thought it actually died, but it didn't, and it survived our 30 below weather here in Texas. And check out these peppers. They weren't that big last year. Look at this one. Like, yeah. Pretty excited about it. Gotten around to trimming back the sage, but I will get on that soon. Our lemon tree. This year I didn't see any blooms, so if anybody has any advice about Myer Lemon Tree and what I need to do, all advice is welcome. And then this little pepper plant died back. I'm not sure what's going on with it. But here is the devil's heart. Look at these huge leaves. It's crazy. And we're finally getting a pepper in. Over here we have the Santa Fe filled with peppers. This is my first time growing it, so I'm pretty excited. I'm not sure if it's supposed to change, the peppers are supposed to change colors, or if they're ready to be picked. That way I need to do some more research on that. This is the habanero plant. I think it's orange habanero, and we've got some flowers going. This is the black pearl, which a lot of bugs like. I've noticed this year. This is my first year growing this, and I've noticed a lot of bugs like eating on it. So I got to get to some BT powder and spray, and some neem oils so I could start spraying those down. Basil going on strong. Probably need to prune this back again. Serrano plant, this one, nothing yet. Another, let's see, California bell pepper. We're barely getting some flowers up at the top. This is the one that we got from Home Depot. This one is the purple bell, which I've got a bell pepper right there. And the orange bell pepper, got one right there. Our 5-color Chinese pepper, got it right there. That's the biggest I've ever seen it. This is another plant that overwintered by itself, and last year did not get peppers that big. Well, that's the only pepper that I've gotten out of this plant this year so far, so yeah. Then we've got some other pepper plants here. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Could be the dirt, could be just not getting enough water. No, probably just not getting enough nutrients. And then here's another pepper plant, or 2 other ones. I believe these are California Wonder bell pepper plants. I'm not quite sure. The marker had rubbed out on me. This is another Serrano. Right here I have my chamomile. This is the toothache plant, not doing so well. The catnip, Mocha's loving the catnip. And then check out all the Serranos on these 2 plants. They're getting crazy big. Okay, and here are my 2 okras. Look at that. I'm so excited. This is my first year growing okra. I need to harvest these before they get way too big and they get all woody. Here is basil, holy basil, all along the sides here. There are my tomatillos. I should probably start harvesting some of these. I think I will today. And then back here is my cucumber plant. Got a few little cucumbers here, down there that need to be harvested. One up here. Got a little baby one down there. One right here. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. And then my green beans are starting to die back, which this is what I wanted. You know, I wanted them to go to seed. This is the first time that I'll be harvesting the seeds from these plants, or any plants actually. Not sure if I'm supposed to wait till the whole entire plant dies back and then harvest them, or if I can harvest them already. They feel very dry and it's already cracked, as you can tell. So if you guys know anything about that, please guide me and leave a comment down below about that, okay? And then the eggplants are still in place. No eggplant yet. And then I have another small tomato in here. Our lavender smells great. And then I picked this little guy up at Home Depot, of course. It's a pineapple sage, and it smells like pineapple. I like rubbing its little leaves and smelling it. It smells so good. I need to get that into the ground. And then check out Boyce's tomato plants. Look at that. We had some more tomatoes on here, and a storm came through, and then we had no tomatoes. We had fewer tomatoes on the plants, and we had to cut it off because the weight of the tomato put a pinch in the plant, but the tomato was gone. But they're finally starting to turn red, which is really cool. Because I was looking at these tomatoes and I was tempted to pick them and let them ripen on a windowsill. And I was like, no, Nina, you need to be more patient. So that's what I'm doing. Trying to be more patient. But yeah, these plants are full of, see how this one is leaning because of the weight of the tomatoes that are on it. That is so cool. Okay, so if y'all are wondering what these two tomato plants are, it's a lemon boy, which we picked up at a Master Gardener's sale. So that's the lemon boy, and this one is the Goliath tomato. We have them in these buckets that were self-wicking buckets. They do look, which I probably need to get like a peroxide water type of thing out here and start spraying them. I believe it has to do with the wet weather and the humidity that we have here in Texas, but you can tell by the leaves that some of these are pretty dirty. Then the moringa trees are doing good. They're doing well. I had one that fell over because of the storm. I was pretty bummed about that. I was really upset. Here's my other moringa tree doing really good. And then I don't know what tomato pepper, I'm not sure what tomato plant I have in here, but I know it's a cherry type tomato. I lost the marker for it and I just went ahead and put it in the ground, but I do have a few cherry tomatoes here and here, and a few babies forming up here, and a few flowers forming up there, flowers forming here, and flowers forming here. But yep, that is the garden tour for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it's not too long. We will start probably planting more tomatoes for our fall garden in July, because it stays pretty warm out here. We really don't get too much of a cold weather. Last year it was unusually cold, but yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to bring you guys along in July for that, to plant our new tomatoes. All right guys, until next time, y'all be safe. Love y'all. Bye.